Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ebony. I'm a human design expert, and today we're going to be continuing our authority series. We have, including this video, we have 2 more videos, and then we are done with all the authorities. So I'm very excited because you guys have been asking some amazing questions on my giveaway video, which, by the way, segue, I am doing a giveaway. I'm giving away a full human design reading for reaching 100 subscribers. So if you are interested in getting a reading from me or just a reading in general, go ahead and check out my giveaway video and you can enter that. If you are interested in learning how to embody your human design on a day-to-day basis, my free guidebook is linked in the description. You can do that. And I think that's it. So we're going to jump into the video. So today we're talking about the mental authority. And I want to be very, very clear in this video because the only people who can have a mental authority are projectors. Okay, so let's do a little bit of math, right? Let's say there's, give or take 7 billion people on the planet, right? 20% of them are projectors, okay? So 20% of 7 billion, I did the math beforehand, so don't be impressed by this at all, is 1,400,000,000, okay? That's 20% of 7 billion. So there's 1,400,000,000 projectors on the planet, give or take. Only 2% of that 20% of all the people in the world have a mental authority. So that means 28 million people have a mental authority. It's very important for us to understand this because most of us were raised to try and have a mental authority. Having a mental authority means you work off of data. You do what is most logical, what makes the most logical sense to you and for you. Okay? That's a mental authority. Most of us have been raised to operate in that way, to operate out of logic, to operate off of data and facts and figures and evidence. The vast majority of us are not actually designed to make decisions that way. Only 28 million people on the entire planet are designed to operate in this way. And I have like 3 of them in my family. I'm not even gonna lie. I have a lot of mental projectors in my family, which is so, I was like, oh, okay. But yes, they're the only people who are actually designed to operate out of logic and data and facts. The rest of us are going off of feelings, our intuition, what's best for us, what. So I just think it's really interesting that we're all kind of forced to operate in this way that a very few people in the world are actually designed to do. So keeping that in mind, if you have a mental authority, which is what this video is supposed to be about, if you have a mental authority, you don't necessarily have an emotional or an intuitive feel about what you should do. Like, you don't really have that, You go off of facts. You go off of logic. What is going to make, so if you have a big decision, you go off of what is going to make the most logical sense. For me, in this situation, looking at all the information, taking in all the information, looking at everything involved, what is going to be the best move for me logically? That is how you're meant to make decisions. That is how you make the most aligned decisions for you. And that is completely fine. There is nothing wrong with having a mental authority and working in that way. The problem comes in is when you have someone who has a sacral authority or a splenic authority or a decenter authority and you try and force them to have a mental authority. So, and I don't really bring this up much, but in our society, traditionally, the mental authority people work, I don't want to say they work best, because this world is kind of designed for generators, and you can only have a mental authority if you're a projector. But in terms of making decisions, the mental authority people usually have the easier time because they're wired, they're designed to operate in that way. So it's very comfortable for them to make decisions the way that society tells them to make decisions because that's how they're designed to make decisions. But then again, you have this fact that you're a projector and the world wants you to be constantly going and constantly pushing, and they make it the logical thing for you to hustle and push and force yourself to work all the time because you need money to survive, and money is hard to get. It's not. So you have this push and pull, like, it's easy for me to make this logical decision, but I don't have all the fucking energy to carry out the decision that I'm supposed to have logically made, you know? So when you have a mental authority, you have a lot of factors to consider. You have to take in the information, the situation, the people involved, and then you also have to take into account your energy. Do you actually have the bandwidth to do this? Yes, it's the most logical, but can you actually pull this off energetically? And if you can't, what else, what can be done? Who can we bring on? What can we tweak to make this more feasible for you energetically? It's not as cut and dry as it might seem. Do what's logical for you, but that also means taking in other factors. Not just the external factors, but what's going on in here, you know? Because the logical answer might be for you to push through and get all the work done. But if you don't have the energy for that, then that's not the most logical answer, right? So having a mental authority means taking in all the information, externally and internally, and making the most logical decision for you. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I feel like I jump around in every video, but we always come back. You know, we always come back. So I hope that made sense. Again, if you were interested in entering my giveaway, check out the video for that. I will link it somewhere. And if you are interested in downloading my free guidebook, the link for that is in the description. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.